Mirror, mirror on the wall, who has the prettiest house with the best deal of them all? Oh, hey everyone. Just trying to find from my future telling mirror over here on when to buy a home. Hey everybody, Christina Ingram here with Keller Williams Realty Las Vegas, here to talk about timing the market, having lots of conversations with buyers right now. And right now we have buyers who are waiting for different reasons. Mostly they're thinking that 3% interest rates are going to come back. So if you're waiting for 3% interest rates to come back, there are things that you may see before you see 3% interest rates make a comeback in our lifetime, such as a nuclear war. We probably will have to have a nuclear war before you see a 3% interest rate come back in our lifetime. I don't know about you, really don't want to stick around for a nuclear war, hoping that doesn't happen. Basically what I'm trying to tell you here is that it's most likely we are not going to see that low of interest rates in our lifetime. So getting used to what interest rates are around what they are today and making your decision on whether you can afford to buy a home or not should be more in your decision making than waiting for an interest rate that could potentially never happen or a price that could potentially never happen. So if you're waiting for prices to crash 50%, most likely you're not going to see that happen either. Or if you're going to see 3% interest rates, most likely you're never going to see that happen in our lifetime. So trying to time a market to make your decision to buy can actually cost you money, because as the market is doing this, at some point in time, it's going to go back up again. So you trying to figure out where that bottom is has a lot to do with luck more than it does skill. That costing you quite a bit of money because you could buy here, you could buy here instead of buying down here. The times I tell my clients for them to worry about their home value is really the time that they're purchasing the home, make sure it's affordable, and then the time that they go to sell their home, whether or not they made any sort of profit on their home. Now, real estate, again, is a long-term investment. Now, if you're looking to flip homes, that's a different story, different video. This is about your normal consumer looking to purchase a home. So when you're going to purchase a home, there are different things that you need to take into consideration. So you want to take in consideration the overall value, how long you're going to be in the home, and whether or not you can afford to pay for it right now. So if you can afford to pay for it right now and fix your cost, rather than sitting in a home that you are renting and paying down someone else's mortgage and not getting any of that benefit of home ownership, you're not getting the tax benefit, nor are you getting the build-in equity either. Rather than spending all that money every year, you can actually build that money into an appreciating asset. Real estate has proven to appreciate over the long term. Anyone who's held on to a property for more than 10 years knows that their property is worth way more than what they purchased at. Have you ever heard of someone who said, gee, I wish I didn't buy that property 40 years ago, or I wish I did buy that property 40 years ago? Well, that's where we're at right now. People waiting to time that exact moment when you have better luck getting your crystal ball out or that magic 8 ball and shaking it and asking it what you should do. If that's going to be your strategy, I don't think it's a very good strategy, and I don't think that's something that you should do. So I would suggest that you take a long, hard look at your finances. If you can buy today, do you want to continue renting? Do you want to get into home ownership? Do you want to keep moving every few years because your rent keeps going up? Do you want to keep complaining that rent is unaffordable and you can't get into something that you like? So start saving, putting stuff away, get into home ownership. It is possible. Now, right now, currently, yes, we're probably between 6 and 7% interest rates. The temperature of the market is still trending in the favor of the buyers right now, where you can actually use seller incentive money to buy down that rate. So we can get into rates at 5%, sometimes even a little lower if you do maybe a 5-year ARM. Yes, it's an adjustable rate, and I know after 2008, everyone's scared of those adjustable rates. You shouldn't be scared as long as it's fixed for so many years. You could do a 5-year ARM, you could do a 7-year ARM. These are things to get you into a lower interest rate now, then kind of see when the economy stabilizes, where interest rates land, and then go that way. You can always buy down the rate as well during that time. Yes, it can be costly, but is it saving you enough money during the year's time to get that money back that you're paying down the rate? Right now, you can use your seller incentive to buy down the rate, and some you can even get seller incentive to buy down the rate and use some money towards closing costs or repairs, whatever it is. Buyers are in a position that they haven't been in a very, very long time. You can use your negotiating power now to your favor to get you into a more favorable spot if you're in a position to buy a home. Now, not everyone's in a position to buy a home, and we understand that. You should basically base your decision based on what you're at today. Are you tired of paying rent? Do you want to start building equity? So it's a great time for buyers to negotiate. You do have that negotiating power. So if you're able to get into a home, I do suggest that you consult with a professional, me or Holly, and we'll be able to give you a good assessment of where you're at and help you get into a home if that's what you so choose. You can either sit around and wait and hope for things like a disaster to happen so we can have 3% interest rates, because again, most likely we're going to have to see a huge disaster again for us to get down to those low interest rates. And I don't know about you, I don't want to go through another pandemic. I sure as hell don't want to sit through a nuclear winter. I would rather, have things kind of move along and live. So timing the market can end up costing you money by making emotional decisions as well. This goes for sellers too. So we had lots of sellers who were trying to time the market, and then when they started to go here, they were upset that they weren't still here. So it goes both ways. There's not one way to really do it, and if you're able to sell here or buy here, then a lot of that has to do with luck. Yes, there is some strategy involved with it too, and watching the market, but no one can time exactly when the top or the bottom is ever. And if you are, then maybe you should sell your secrets on YouTube and you'll make more money that way. In conclusion, basically timing the market, whether you're looking to buy or sell, is probably not in your best interest. It leads to poor decision making because most of those decisions are based on emotions. You're either angry or too excited and you're making rash decisions versus a logical, calculated decision. Yes, buying and selling a home can be emotional because, again, these are your places. It's your home. It's where you want to live. It's where you want to love. Trying to keep your emotions in check, I understand can be very hard, but that's what you hire a professional for, so we can help guide you and at least give you the logical data out there so you can make a sound decision. Well, this is Christina, and I hope you guys found this very informative and looking to be your agent expert in the Las Vegas market. And if you're looking to buy in Summerlin, Henderson, Lake Las Vegas, Mount Charleston, and all those places in between, give me a call and I'll talk to you guys next week. And if you like our videos, please hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell. That way you can be notified any videos that we put out. And I'll talk to you guys next week.